You think you own your cryptocurrency. You log into your favorite app, you see your balance in Solana, Ethereum, or USDT, and you feel secure. But here is the truth most people realize far too late. Those numbers on your screen are not assets. They are promises. IOUs from a private company that could vanish overnight. Take a guy like Charlie. He's a father of two. He spent years saving, building a future for his family. When Charlie looks at his exchange dashboard and sees thousands of dollars, he doesn't just see numbers, he sees his kid's college fund. He sees freedom. But the moment Charlie clicks Withdraw and sees Network Maintenance or Withdrawal Paused, the reality hits. He doesn't own those coins. He owns a digital IOU. And that IOU is only worth what that company decides it's worth. If you have crypto sitting on a centralized exchange, you are trading ownership for convenience. And that is a trade you will regret the moment the exit door slams shut. The biggest mistake people make is treating an exchange like a bank. When you deposit crypto into a centralized exchange, you enter a black box. The moment your assets hit their wallet, they stop being yours. Legally and practically, they become the property of the exchange. In return, they give you a claim. Think of it like a coat check at a nightclub. Charlie hands over his expensive jacket, his life savings. He gets a small plastic ticket. He walks around feeling good because his jacket is safe. On the exchange, your dashboard is that ticket. It looks real. It feels like ownership. But if the club owner goes bankrupt, if there's a fire, that plastic ticket won't keep you warm. This is the internal ledger system. To make trading fast, exchanges don't move actual coins on the blockchain every time you swap. They just update a private database, a spreadsheet on their servers. You click Sell, the spreadsheet changes. You click Buy, it changes again. The actual coins never move. They sit in the exchange's wallet. You are trading promises inside their walled garden. This is the convenience trap. As long as Charlie's assets stay in that ledger, they are off-chain. He is trusting that the exchange actually holds enough real coins to cover everyone's pretend balances. But history shows these vaults are often emptier than they look. Because some exchanges don't just hold your crypto, they use it. Some platforms take Charlie's deposits, his kid's future, and lend them to high-risk institutional traders to earn interest for themselves. This is called rehypothecation. They're betting with your money. While Charlie sleeps peacefully, the exchange might be funding hedge funds, yield farming in risky DeFi protocols, making bets that would make his stomach turn. When the market booms, this works. Everyone looks solvent. Charlie never knows his coins were touched. But when the market crashes, when those bets go sideways, it's not the exchange's money that disappears first. It's Charlie's college fund. It's your savings. This is why proof of reserves is only half the story. An exchange can publish an audit showing they have the coins. They can pose with cold wallets. But they rarely show their liabilities, how much they owe to lenders, to creditors. Charlie might see $1 billion in the vault. He doesn't see the $2 billion in debt hidden in the back room. A balance sheet has two sides. Most exchanges only show the pretty one. So how does Charlie protect himself? He has to change his behavior. An exchange is a marketplace, not a vault. Imagine Charlie goes to a market to buy gold. He pays, the seller hands him the gold. He takes it and walks away. He would never buy the gold and hand it back saying, "Here, keep this for 5 years. I'll check your notebook when I want to feel rich." That's insane. But that's exactly what we do with crypto. We buy, see the number go up, and walk away leaving our gold in the seller's pocket. The buy button is just the start. The transaction isn't complete until you hit withdraw and move those assets to a place where you hold the keys. This brings us to self-custody. There's a fundamental law in this industry. Not your keys, not your coins. If Charlie doesn't control the 12-word seed phrase to his wallet, he is not an owner. He is a guest in someone else's house, following someone else's rules, hoping they don't kick him out. When Charlie moves crypto to his own wallet, everything changes. He takes the asset off the company's balance sheet and puts it on the blockchain under his control. In that world, no CEO can restructure his savings. No technical glitch can pause his access at 3 a.m. The seed phrase is not a password. A password is a hotel room key. It works only while the hotel exists. A seed phrase is the deed to your house, yours forever, through anything. If you're still using exchanges for everything, ask yourself, is the convenience worth the risk? Is saving 30 seconds on a withdrawal worth losing everything? Is one less app on your phone worth your children's future? It takes one temporary pause to turn your life's work into a legal nightmare. One scheduled maintenance that never ends. One liquidity issue that becomes a bankruptcy filing. Charlie learned that ownership is proven by movement, not by a digital display. The moment you can't withdraw, you never really owned anything. If you hold a significant balance on any exchange, test the gates today. Move a small amount to a private wallet. Just $10. See what happens. If it works smoothly, good. Now you know the process. Now move the rest. But if the exchange makes it difficult, if they delay with security checks and network issues, take that as your final warning. That feeling in your gut, that unease, is what Charlie ignored until too late. Don't wait for a news report. By the time you see the headline, the exit door is locked. By the time the CEO tweets we're working on it, your money is gone. By the time bankruptcy hits, you're standing in a creditor line holding paper that used to be your life savings. Treat every exchange as a bridge. Use it to enter and exit the market. But never use it as a vault. You don't build your house on a bridge. You cross, and you keep walking until you reach solid ground. Solid ground is self-custody. Your own wallet, your own keys, your own control. Take ownership. Move your coins. In the digital world, two kinds of numbers appear on screens. Some represent assets, real, owned, controlled by you. Some represent obligations, promises from a company that might not exist tomorrow. On a screen, they look identical. Two phones showing $50,000 in Bitcoin. One is an exchange app. One is a hardware wallet. You cannot tell which is which just by looking. But one represents freedom. The other represents faith. One is a mathematical reality that cannot be broken. The other is a promise that can.